Good morning and welcome to Mo Knows featuring me, Monica Mo Justice. All right, so today's testing project, this is Mo's beta mode. We're still in beta mode over here. I rolled out some new changes. Good morning, Miss Karen. How are you today? Good morning. Good morning. So I've rolled out some new developments around here. Um, so I want to see how that's going down because we're going down. All right. Hit the like or take a hike. You love my vibe, you should subscribe. Anyway, my intended conversation this morning. I'm gonna keep listening to that spirit inside of me. I had an intended topic for this Monday morning quarterbacking, but for some reason it doesn't feel appropriate, or I feel like I'm still missing something. So I haven't. So I'm falling back. Karen, how does the sound? How does the sound? The audio sound this morning? I made some changes in the settings um of how I do audio here, so I'm just a little curious. Can't wait to go back to the replay to figure that out. That's where I normally pick up everything because yesterday that video with Evolve was how should I put it? It sounds good? Great. Evolve, so the guest, forget who the guest was. So when I pulled in a guest on the Zoom, because that's how we work around here. When I pulled in a guest, I could not. When I pulled in the guest, I could not hear her well. She was there, and I heard her. There was one point that we had an echo. I think I fixed the echo. So this is me broadcasting. This broadcast has been brought to you by the M and the O. Suckers. No. Anyway, so she was low. So I have to find a way of fixing that. So that's my test run for today. But I can chat it up a little bit. In respect to women bonding, or woman bondage, shall we say that? Let's talk about women bonding. You've ever had a conversation with a woman and felt embarrassed for her? You ever seen like something go down and you just said to yourself, why her? Like you just want to go in there and grab the situation back, or grab the person back, or lead them down a different path. That's what today's my thoughts on are today. Of course, I can't go into detail about how the foundation, right? I can't give you background. When we go into a members only mode, I think I'll be able to be more of what I used to be, because I don't think that my biggest fans are going to want to pay to play around here. I think they appreciate being my biggest fans for free. It's free. It's for me. So that they could build their content around me for free. But I don't think they're going to pay to play. But we'll find out. If just how deep the love goes around here. But in any event, giving you an abridged version, giving you the clean version of stuff. Women relationships are complicated. But one thing that one thing about life is that you were born, you had no choice. Well, maybe now in the new age, you'll get to pick your sex. But for most of us who've been here, we didn't get to pick our sex. We had no choice in being woman or man when you initially arrived. So by birth, I was born a girl. Chronologically, by age, I became a woman. There's some place down the line I became a woman just based on the age I am. But to become a lady is a whole different making. It's a whole different making. You know, ladies are not, they are groomed. You're groomed to be a lady. Conduct yourself in a certain way. That just comes with maturity. It comes with it comes with adversity. What's the proverb about adversity? There's a proverb. It's like John something. There's a proverb on this my new Hubanichi. I start this on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think I start this on Tuesday. Well, I'm probably gonna start it on next Monday. I'm starting with the month of February in here. It just makes sense. I don't feel like going. Yeah, I'll be starting it on the 30th in here, folks. This was a giveaway, and then you know what happened? Y'all got away from me, so I decided not to do a giveaway. It's crazy around here, but maybe when I go into my members only mode, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable on the platform again. All right, so oh no, this is me. This is where this is going, because this is for my personal life. It's just that it got complicated in the month of so that's the refill for this. This is for my YouTube channel. Adversity and loss make a man wise. That's what the adversity and loss make a man wise. That's where I am in my thoughts this morning, and I've had to do a lot of soul searching in my soul to figure out, one, to get the right words to say to folks, to be a good listener, and to be direct. Because beating around the bush don't work for Mo. It just don't work for me. So I really have to be direct, assertive, and aggressive. And at the end of the day, I also have to take the emotions out of the things that I need to do. I was built this way. I was built for these times, and I was built this way for these times, for moments just like these. And it is what it is. It turns out to be just what it is. And that's the unfortunate or fortunate tale of who I am. Anyway, There's more to come on that. It's just that I've learned a lot about me. And well, I keep learning more about me. But I keep learning new things about me every day. And I'm always I'm more disappointed in the women. I'm more disappointed in women than I ever will be in men. Men, I expect him to be. I expect him to think with his penis, operate from a certain place in his structure. But I'm not expecting women. I'm expecting women to be more rounded, and it ticks me when that's not the circumstance. It sets me off. But I expect the worst in man and the best in woman, because I'm biased like that. But I've been disappointed. I've been extremely disappointed with the folks around. I've been extremely disappointed. Good morning, Beach. I'm just gonna. Good morning, lady. Good morning. All right. Where am I in my thoughts? What would you do for unconditional love, or what have you done for unconditional love? Ooh, I guess I do have the go ahead to speak on what I wanted to speak on. Unconditional love. What would you do for it? Well, in Momo's world, I believe I've had the greatest love. I've experienced the greatest love of all times for me, so far in my lifetime, because my road ain't over yet, and I know that it's a place where I cannot begin to compare. I cannot begin to compare what's still ahead of what's still ahead, or close off what's still ahead, because what I had behind, I just know that it raised the bar and it leveled the standards. I can tell y'all, I done told y'all a million times what a wonderful dad I had in a man, from the perspective that he showed me. Key my new words, from the perspective that he showed me, because life evolves and things evolve. But then there was Chico, and there was a perspective that he gave me also on him. See, what I've learned about man in my life, what I've learned about man to date, because there's more to come, as of right now, is that when they fuck up big time in life, when they mess up, when they've made mistakes and they've had regrets, they try to make amends, not with the people they damaged, but with the people to come. Pay attention to my words. They don't make amends. They don't go back all the time and undo their wrongs, because maybe the damage is too severe by the time they realize it. But they make amends with the next relationship that they've built. And I've experienced that twice in my life. And maybe that's how I had the parallel relationships. And it's a daunting feeling for me, because I feel I'm in a state where I'm still trying to understand man, but for the benefit of moi, in the benefit of woman. And I don't like to come up here on this social space and bash men, because that never's been my intentions. Upon my arrival here in purpose was to elevate women for the advancement of man. I've always thought that if I had a broader conversation with misplaced and misguided bitches, that it would, yeah, I just gotta be for real, that it would make for a better conversation later, or a better woman for man. That's always been my focus. And it's never changed. But the problem is that the women here are so broken, or the women that I've come in contact with are so broken. It's hard. It's like Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, and Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's men, and all the king's horses, and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. That's what some of you women's lives are like. Y'all so broken and torn and tossed, and it's so destructive. Everything has been to break you down, that you can't see somebody bringing you something that's going to repair the despair. You can't begin to even appreciate the fact that somebody out there, that there's a sister in love for you. You can't understand that. And the reason why you can't understand it is because you're so broken, and you are not willing to let anybody else in, because it is too hard to start over, because the envy is too much. You got too much of that on the inside of you, and you don't know where to begin to dispose of it. Ladies and gentlemen, get your damn planners out. Get your writing tablets. Get some of that anger out on paper and begin to process what it actually means. Because if you can really get some of that anger out, you could really begin to repair and build a better foundation for you to be successful on. There's a reason why I don't address some folk. One, they don't deserve my attention. But two is that I can't help a broke bitch. I can't make you better. I just can't. I could try to have a conversation with you, but I don't got time to help the strangers out there when I got enough family and enough folks that are immediately to my left and right that could benefit from me in real time, in my real space, in my real private life. So I've got to learn how to approach those relationships and how to perfect what's there. It's the craziest steps forward that I need to take, but they are still steps that I need to take. All right, unconditional love. As you may or may not know, Regina King had a son who terminated his existence here over the weekend. And it's been talked about, and I've been trying to figure out, because I too want to speak on unconditional love. Speak on listening and hearing what we hear, what we think we've heard when we're listening to our loved ones, and then when we realize that we may have missed something. The worst thing I could read, and I knew this was gonna come, is people looking at And it happens to all of us. This is the reflection moments when people go back and they start to reflect on their last encounters with a person and what that could possibly have meant, and the signs of the things you missed. I've had people that have passed away. Eloise is one, dearer to me, nearer and dearer to me, who passed away, and I felt like I missed some signs. I wish my conversation had been more soft, because I think I just always was hard and straightforward. I don't think I ever balanced my approach, because I loved hard there, and not for nothing, Eloise was the big sister I never knew I had, because I got tons of big sisters now. But man, I got tons of big sisters now. But you know, she was the one friend that I treated like a sister, and I'll never regret that. But I was hardcore straightforward, because I was dealing with the alcohol, blaming on the alcohol. I was dealing with the alcohol. I was competing with the alcohol, and it was hard to compete with the alcohol. And y'all do remember that this is hashtag dry January. I was dealing with the alcohol, competing with it, because she was trying to mask her hurt with the bottle, and I was trying to get her to stop falling deeper back, to a point where I just walked away. Oh, let me do pause. Glib, are y'all hearing the music? And because this would be the new audio fixes that I kind of put in place. So I'm trying to see how successful they were or weren't. All right. So I spent a lot of time with Eloise, just wishing I had done or after she passed, reflecting on the things I missed. So one of the things that I read about Regina King and her son was that at some point they they got a matching tattoo. Oh, I can't stand this mouse thing. I'm gonna have to get a different mouse pad. They got a matching tattoo that represented unconditional love. And it had me thinking. I was like, wow, that's interesting that they would get a matching tattoo. And I was looking into what that was symbolic of, and then as I started looking into that, I was like, oh God, I'm becoming a YouTuber. This is like going down this road right here of stuff. I don't know, but there's something a little bit odd about that whole exchange. But I know a mother and son's love is ridiculous, because I love my son unconditionally. So I get that. There's a lot of stuff going on there that I really get and understand and can appreciate. So I was just wondering. I looked. It's sad. It's sad when anybody takes their life, but it's really I you're really looking for all the right answers in all the wrong places. So the comment was to respect the family during this period of time, and those were the things I was concerned about. What is privacy in the spaces that we're in, when this could definitely be a teaching moment for so many, for so many more families out here and people struggling. And people struggling now more so because of COVID. There's a lot of people struggling out here to try to figure out what's going on in their life. I got no answers. I'm just a listener these days. I got no answers to the unexplainable. None whatsoever. But it has me exploring unconditional love. And am I giving it? And am I receiving it on levels that I'm not even finally aware of right now? Those are all good questions that will have answers in the future. I have no answers for it today. The only thing I know for certain is that life is short. You need to spend more time loving on the people that you love and less time entertaining the people that you hate. It appears that we give the people we hate more attention and time than we give to the people that we love. We don't miss a beat on the people that hate you and tell you they hate you and why they hate you. You can go line by line and regurgitate why they dislike you and why you disagree with the reason they dislike you. But at the end of the day, the people that you truly love, you're not going back and forth with them to figure out why you truly love them. You're actually just walking around saying, oh, I know. Everything will be all right. I'll speak to them tomorrow. You put them off and aside to deal with the problems. We need to reverse that. We need to not deal with the problems because they shouldn't matter, and deal with the people that do matter and understand what it is that we need to be doing for the people we love. Because unfortunately, what you're saying to the haters is, yes, I hate you, but I love to tell you about it. And what you're saying to your loved ones is, yes, I love you, but I ain't got time to tell you how much I love you. You're giving your love away in the forms of what y'all call positive energy. You're giving your love away to the people that shouldn't get it at all. But you're neglecting the people that should get it. And that's what it is. We do. We do. Do with it what you may. That's why I'm the morning show in the cemetery. But it's just it's interesting how we devalue our relationships and add value to the ones that don't need it. That's it. I have no idea what was on the mind of I have no idea what's on the mind of anybody that chooses to terminate their existence here, other than it must be a painful decision that one could not have come to lightly. And that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. And I think those are all the words I really have, that I really have on that topic at this time. Yeah. Today's production was brought to you by M.O. and I've got to go. Have a beautiful Monday. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll listen to this replay and see how the sound really sounds on the replay and see where I am at with that. And that's about it. And I'll tell you what my next changes are to the platform. Anyway.